The 8-0 defeat, one of the developmental sides. Well, the Rhinos put 45 points on them, so they've started to find their form over this competition. As they come into the huddle. And there's the side. Look out for the likes of Mia Jones, Sifaneti Yeko, Rachel Allen. All of those who've been on the scoreboard a couple of times. Kristen Bitter as well. Nikki Dix as well, Netherlands Player of the Year. And there's the Boland team. Luleka Tiabilika scoring 5 tries in one game on Wednesday. The 15s and 7s and Commonwealth 7s player. And Althea King also in the lineup, getting a hat-trick on the board over the course of the competition. There is Sifaneti Yako. Springbok 15, she was in the World Cup squad. The wider squad didn't quite make the final cut. But Kristen Bitter gets the Rhinos going. Oh, the volley straight from the kick. It's going to go straight back for Bitter. And now Rhinos working their way down the left-hand side. Then Mia Jones coming back to the right, the Aussie 7-star who has really lit up the Rugby 10s championship for the Rhinos at times. Bitter plays it away. Sydney Devaya. 10 metres out now, the Rhinos. Building nicely. Players queuing up on the right-hand side here. It's flung wide by Sophie Pers. Can they finish it? Yes, they can. Try goes down. Shamelia Smith took a little bump to the bonce in the same moment. Played a bit of Western Province a few years ago, and it's Smith who gets Rhinos on the board inside a minute.
Really good hands there as well. Execution to go across. They held their depth really well, hit onto it. Really strong start from the Rhinos.
Conversion will fall short. Rhinos on the board.
And it's that long pass. And again, hold the depth. Still work to be done there. She's being tackled. Manages to get the arm out and score. But yeah, gets a bit of a hoof in the face. Perfect. I'd have kicked off a little bit more about that, I reckon. Bit of a sassy wing, I think. She's harder.
Perfect start for the Rhinos. Plenty of pressure though, and Boland fight really well for that ball. Love to see that. Nomapelo Dike, one of their really strong players, gets in. They're on the wrong side there, and they're certainly going to get the penalty for it. Tap and go. Now they've opted for the kick. Tiabilika trying to tidy it up, or did anybody get their hands on it?
Back, no, 3, back!
No knock-on advantage being played by the referee, so Rhinos, are they able to create something from their own half? Support on the left. Look how many Boland players it takes to try and stop them, but stop them they did. It's a lovely turnover of possession. Super from Kara Katsia. And now they slip the shackles again. 15 on 15. Bit of a height differential and size differential there. Amanda Klaassen, super quick. Not the easiest for Tiabilika, but it was just picked up by Katsia. And the support lines for Boland are really good here. And there the offload. Boland still going. Then the dummy. Oh! So disappointing, because it was a brilliant build-up from a side that at times have struggled to show their best side. Oh, you really wanted them to get that one, didn't you?
Yeah, but what a different Boland team we've got today. I think the confidence they had from the game on Wednesday where they scored loads of tries, they've come out with a different air of confidence about them. They put a nudge through earlier, they stole the ball in contact, and look at this, and by all, just one bar short, just slightly too low, but did all the work, and just the last pass let them down.
Yeah, 10 tries they scored against Western Province. Having been struggling in many of the others, Sophie Pers is going here now then. Yeko sticks it on the toe. That'll do. But yeah, it certainly built their confidence scoring those 10 tries, didn't it, on Wednesday? That was a really enjoyable game to see them finally able to express themselves.
Yeah, they played with freedom and they weren't just the ones who were getting scored against. So for them to actually score a load of tries and show their quality, this is shown today, definitely. The offloads that they're given that they might not have tried before, love it. I'm here for it.
Ball's a bit loose over the top. Devaya happy to get in and take the ball. Oh, it's loose from Bitter. Yeko won't take it. Jones goes up to the 10-metre. It's been ripped again. Boland are just sitting up and taking responsibility a bit more than perhaps some of the passive stuff we saw from them earlier in the competition. Now, that could be an intelligent little chip through.
Hands up.
Boland in the 22. They've held on to that well. Played away from DK. Another big hit goes in from Klomapusi. Another big wrap in the tackle, but I think that was a bit high for the referee's liking.
Yeah, the Wild Dogs are pretty tall women, aren't they? But the Rhinos, there's some units in that team. We're seeing some huge hits coming in.
Yeah, we certainly are. Oh, now then, lovely dummy and straight through. Jones is tracking across, having to reel her in. Love to see that on Savalala, who we've seen across the whitewash a couple of times. Boland are giving the Rhinos absolutely everything here. Can they find the support there just in time? Another bit of offload. Did it go backwards? We're happy enough with it. Where's the hole going to be? Little twist back inside from Tibalika. And are they held up here? Can they get this ball down and over the line? The Rhinos just want to ensure that it doesn't get grounded. What's the referee going to say? Oh, it is held up. It is held up.
Goal line dropout.
Oh, how was that for a foot race? They're through the middle, just both tracking across. This is what you want to see. This is exciting rugby.
Find the ball. 6.
Goal line dropout. Goes a long way into the backfield. Options to try and get going. Ola Masakala. Wrestling their way. Nomapela DK again, always ready to give them that go forwards. Well, that's going to be a penalty to the Rhinos. They will start to go while there's still a player down. Room out the back. That was really well taken by Yako. Skips back in. Follow-up tackle was good from Tibalika. Just went forwards.
Oh, this team's putting a lot of pressure on, aren't they? So Rhinos, it's only 5-0. This is huge in terms of Rhinos will start to be getting frustrated. There's a couple of errors in there, and Boland are taking every opportunity they have to attack and going for it.
Rhinos scored 7 tries against Boland earlier in the competition. 39 points to 5.
Crazy. They'd have taken that, wouldn't they? 5-0 at this point for Boland.
Paladika, the only try scorer for Boland that day. At the minute, Shamilia Smith is the only try scorer for the Rhinos.
Okay, stop, wait.
They'll ring the changes. They'll be a little bit nervy at the minute, the Rhinos.
We've seen in 10s how quick you can score, so the 5-0 is not a comfortable enough buffer by any means. So Rhinos will want to get some points on the ball, but at the minute they don't have the ball, so they're going to have to defend well.
Interesting time for Rhinos to make the changes.
Right, go off this side,
Just bringing in some extra legs. Maxine Valentine has been a key part of giving this Boland team some belief in where they've been. Teresa Reiters was trying to get hold of it. It's gone forwards again. It's almost getting a little bit spicy out there, isn't it? Sophie Pers was just chucked aside, the former Elephants captain of 2 years ago.
Fine.
Teresa Reiters
Set.
scored the second try against the Honey Badgers from the Walker Bay Club. Will it come back? Yes, it does. Reiters with it. Good running at pace and good transfer of it to Tibalika. Now, Boland trying to react and get around the breakdown. It's good support play again. Oh, it goes backwards and finds Reiters, who will then chip it forwards and give chase. Kristen Bitter is there. It's come forwards from Bitter. Boland will have the scrum 5 metres out. And we've time to play it.
Love that little nudge through, then put the pressure on and defend, because then you get chance for possession. But really exciting, brave play.
Well, they're going to want that old stat about getting into the 22 and making points pay when you're in the red zone. Boland really would love to come away with something here. Likely the last play of this first half.
Fine.
Expect a big shove at scrum from the Rhinos. But it's out with Boland. Little gentle tip on. Tibalika has got work to do to get around Bitter. Now it's going to be isolated. Bitter looking to try and get back to the feet. Was that a sufficient release for the referee? Boland have done really well to hold on to it. Reiters now wants a little bit more width on it. Strong carry from Edwelina Dixon. Ball's gone forwards. There's a knock-on advantage being played. Mia Jones. She'll go the length if it gives Rhinos an opportunity for a second score. No advantage there. That will round off the first half. Well, what a story we're just beginning to enjoy here. Rhinos, who scored 7 tries against Boland, but choosing to step up at quarter-final time when it really matters. And Boland giving a good account of themselves. They find themselves just 1 score behind at the break. San Clemente Rhinos 5, Boland 0. Tom Mitchell, this one's looking tasty.
Wow, wow, wow. It's finals day and Boland have come to play. It's knockout rugby. What a first half. Just narrowly missing out on equalising before the break. Let's hear what they've got to say.
Guys, ladies, you need to get guys. Listen. When you get into this situation, this is for us. This is a David Goliath situation. We need to act like David. Yes. No? Come to the party, girls. Come to the party. We're not out of it. Check the score. No? Yes, we are in it. We are in it. It's a big name, right? It's a big name. We can take him down. Yes, coach. We can take him down. You need to believe. You start to believe. All right? Yes, coach. The situation we play now. We should win on the outside. First receiver.
We heard it. David and Goliath. They want to take a big name down. Here we go.
It's a little more serious in the Rhinos camp at the minute as well. Lovely to hear that. It's a David and Goliath situation. We've got to come to the party. They want to spoil the party. Biggest moment in the women's competition.
Definitely. This has been outstanding performance from Boland. They really have, as you said, they've gone from a massive score against them in this previous fixture to now being so tight in it, within 5 points at half-time. Incredible performance.
Lovely hearing those words as Thomas Charles is in the huddle. Great that Tom Mitchell could bring us that. Boland then, trailing by a score. Rhinos just not looking like themselves so far. Half-time will have been a chance to regroup. It's a steamrolling run from Kristen Bitter. Devaya now running with a little bit more purpose. Perhaps that was the rocket up than they needed at half-time.
Hands up! Rock was full.
More conviction, more purpose, more energy from Rhinos needed. And this might be it, just making it happen. Shamelia Smith, though, being chased down. Ball back inside. Has that gone forwards? Yes, it has. Boland relentless.
Oh, that cover tackle from Smith. How good was that? They just, oh, I'm loving it.
Super work. The run from Smith, as you said, yeah. Klaassen coming across.
So here we see it. So you're thinking they're in because that is a 2v1. So you think Smith's away. We've seen how quick she is. And then the cover attacking coming across from Clarkson, who showed her pace as well in the game on Wednesday. She scored a blind around the outside.
What we're seeing is that if you show a little bit more belief to put the pressure on, well, you can cause all sorts of problems. Force them into those forward passes and risky offloads. Boland came forwards there. They managed to wrestle possession back.
No, don't play it.
Now it is, though, on the Rhinos' side, and they've got players out this side as they ship it on again through Mia Jones, and then Bitter wanting to get the fend out and go through, but it takes two Boland players who will believing in that David and Goliath suggestion from Thomas Charles. Jones, though, wanting to use that Aussie Sevens experience to twist and find a way through, and then the arrival on the inside line. Can they get the offload away? Not quite for Rachel Eriki. Then it's there for Devaya. Will take some stopping from this sort of range, but they manage it. Penalty for the Rhinos.
Offside, yeah. Get on the line.
They will never have had to work so hard for a second score. Ziana Thomas off to the left. They haven't got the numbers to drift all the way to the corner. Shamelia Smith will touch down. But Rhinos have had to tussle and toil and fight for that score. And that's full credit to Boland's defence.
You've got to say as well, Rhinos really starting to find their form in their utilising their big runners, their aggressive runners, because that's tightening up the Boland defence. Then they're able to string the passes together, move it wide to the speedsters. Quite an easy finish in the end for them, but that's from the hard work that the carriers did beforehand.
Yeah, Dutch international Sydney Devaya, number 4 in the blue scrum cap, has certainly been a key part of giving them that go forward. Reminder, it will be the Serengeti Elephants that the winner of this one goes on to play. That match will be coming up a little later in the day. Under plenty of pressure. Jamie Lee Brown just trying to run it across, try and look for a little bit more support. She's back on the ball again. Loose ball, though. And they're going to find Shamelia Smith again, and Smith's going to be eyeing up the hat-trick here, being chased down. Tackled again. High tackle penalty advantage will be being played. Is the door going to be shut? Or can the Rhinos make this advantage tell and find their third try? Oh, it's been stolen away from Boland again.
Yeah, the tackle was high in the corner on Smith. It was one of those dive behind ones, but you've got to go low. Better off to go for that ankle tap style of tackle.
I wonder if due to the nature of the tackle and where it was, the referee was just getting the number. I wondered if we were going to see a yellow card here. I think they are going to stay with the maximum 10 players. Sophie Pers. Bitter back to Pers. That was nice, making Boland look the other way. And then the score from Maya Sangala. Malawi player touching down. Or Malawi of origin and in the Dutch team, of course. But that is try number 3 for the Rhinos. And they will be breathing a sigh of relief at this point, Cat Merchant.
Definitely. It's been really, really tense up until this point because they've really had to fight for their tries. You're right. I think that tackle there could have even have been a penalty try because I think had that not happened, she scores. But didn't matter. Rhinos were able to just take the penalty and score anyway. So it's looking easy for them now, isn't it? Well, there's work to be done there. That twist and turn to get over in the final dot down.
Restart. Really nicely taken from Maxine Valentine, been one of the key players for Boland. That's another high tackle that's come in, that time from Nikki Dix. Penalty advantage being played. He will come back. Boland again working hard, offload is found. Good, sensible decision that time from Claudine Barney not to try and throw the pass. Just showing to be a little less predictable, Boland. Barney. Oh, attempted kick through. Was charged down.
Charged down's kind of a kind way of putting got hit in the body.
I'm not sure Eriki
Yeah.
knew much about it, did she?
Yeah, she'll take it. Yeah.
Now, they're going to need to drift pretty hard here because they're queuing up on the outside, and look at the speed, given the opportunity to go. Mia Jones, try number 4 in the competition. It's been a while since she's crossed the whitewash.
Yeah, I think they've done really well to mark her out of this game, because that's actually the first time we've seen her with ball in space, because it doesn't take much space because she is so quick to go through, but she has been marked so far this game.
Conversion from Bitter. First one of the game that was in a position to be able to get through. 22-0 now, the Rhinos, but oh, it was just so different a matter of minutes ago.
Oh yeah, the pressure completely now. That half-time talk, whatever was said to them, has worked.
Good take. Just getting the offload away as well. Lovely from King. Now can they continue to work? Oh, it's a lovely little tip back inside from Valentine. It's been stunning from the bowler, number 7. Absolute baller.
Their offloading has just been next level in terms of just the support play out wide. They're stepping back in, really stringing the phases together.
I think Marley Packer wears Maxine Valentine pyjamas. She's been super.
Crouch. Okay. Beyond one short with Chelsea Boland.
If you're new to the Rugby 10s Championship, well, new this year is our mixed play, and that's going to be coming up for you very shortly. Mixed play matches where one gender from each franchise will take each other on, and then at half-time the scoreboard continues to roll and we change the genders. So will the boys or will the girls, will the men, will the women hand over a lead or a loss at half-time and ask the rest of their franchise to do the business? We love it. Honey Badgers against the Wild Dogs will be our first mixed semi-final at 12:05, followed at 12:30 local time by the Serengeti Elephants against the San Clemente Rhinos. First semi-final then kicking off in around 20-25 minutes time. Someone's been fed for feeding at the scrum. Nearly fell off my chair. Boland. Up to the 10-metre line and over. They have been an entirely different team, and that's a little chip through. Teresa Reiters wanting to just mix things up. But as Yeko fields it in the backfield, they'll come back.
Yeah, I think she spotted that they had the advantage, so might as well put it through and see what happens from it, because they come back and have another go.
Rhinos will want to hold this green wall of defence as the clock goes into the red. That's going to be another penalty. Those with rugby romance in their hearts might quite like to see the Boland Dames get a try. Another penalty. Another chip through. Players giving chase, but it's been well fielded. Sangala. The Rhinos looking to run again. Someone might want to tell them the time is up. They've got to save their energy for a semi-final. But they are still going. Jones is dumped in the tackle. Attempted turnover there as well. Didn't quite come for them. Rachel Allen then with the pick. Yeko knows the score. Yeko knows it's time to head into the sheds, get their feet up, because the Rhinos have done it. Full credit to Boland, who were a different team than we've seen in the competition. They can leave full of pride in what the coach called a David and Goliath competition. But Rhinos are through to the women's semi-finals against the Serengeti Elephants a bit later. They've beaten Boland by 22 points to 0.
Well, that's the end of the competition for Boland, but a great first time here at the Rugby 10s Championship. What an effort.